everybody, to Pick Central, presented by Fireball on the Barstool Sportsbook YouTube channel. Starting out hosting, Brandon Walker's going to be coming in any minute, and I think we got a little bit of a late arriving crowd today, but hey, we got a full house because, guys, it feels like a holiday. NFL, kick it off tonight. We made it through the whole offseason. Got a hell of a game tonight. Buffalo a 2.5-point favorite at LA, and we've got a full cast of characters. But before we get into that, let me tell you about Fireball. Sometimes life can get serious fast and adult responsibilities become overwhelming. But everyone needs an excuse to let loose and have some fun. During the moments of stressful adulting and letting yourself have some fun, Fireball Whiskey is there to help you say F it and free your fire. Fireball takes any event to the next level, whether it's a mundane work happy hour, a crazy pregame, or just watching football with some friends. Fireball is all about flipping the script on life and turning everyday events into ones you'll be telling stories about for years. So next time you're deciding between adulting and fun, say F it and free your fire with an ice-cold shot of Fireball Whiskey. Boys, ready for some NFL today.
Credit to you, Ben Mintz. Brandon Walker isn't here on time to his own show, and you don't say anything about it. I applaud you, Mintz. That is a man's man right there.
And you know what? Like, if any of us were late, he'd say something, you know? If I was in a meeting, if you were in a meeting, Big Ev, Bosco, where's he?
Yeah, because y'all just had hot ice.
He's coming.
But you be, I mean, you know what?
No, good for you,
Good
Ben
for you,
Mintz.
Ben Mintz.
Well, guys, a bunch of promotions on the Barstool Sportsbook this week. We got a $25 parlay match, which is pretty dang sweet. I mean, I don't really know how you can beat getting $25 bonus, so check this out. It's bet cash on any parlay plus for NFL games from tonight through, I guess, is that Monday or Sunday? I guess Sunday. Win or lose, you get 100% of your bet matched up to $25. So just want to be technical. This is only for parlay plus, right?
Yes.
Is this for any parlay or parlay plus?
Parlay
plus.
Okay, well,
Maybe plus 200 or longer.
yeah, it's going to be plus 200 longer. We're going to have a FF Pod parlay out for tonight. It's coming out here soon. I'm going to probably bet the $25 on that. But, I mean, how can you beat that? I mean, what a promotion. You get a free $25 parlay, basically. I mean, who the hell is going to complain about that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, a bunch of stuff to get into today, but
Stars here. Star is here. The star is here.
at least he doesn't think very highly of himself.
The star is here.
You got your little tea from your,
Got my throat coat tee so my throat doesn't give out. I got my Fireball. Did we talk about Fireball already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Fireball is great.
That'll clean your throat out. That'll get you.
Hey, Big Ev.
Hello, Brandon.
Hey, Marty.
how are you?
Smitty.
White Walker.
And Ben Mintz.
Hello, Brandon.
What were we talking about? Go ahead.
We did the Fireball. We're pumped. This feels like a holiday because NFL Week 1 starts tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Sunday is like the big tonight will feel like it's NFL football when the game is going. Like, I don't feel it right now. Maybe I'm just weird.
No,
I'll feel it now.
No, I don't.
I feel it better if I had an idea about this game. I don't.
Yeah. This is a tough one. This is a real tough one.
It's
go
an amazing. It's a cool first game. I'm happy, but it's still not going to hit me till Sunday when you are watching 6 screens, red zone. You're trying to figure out all your bets. Like tonight's just like
It's a preseason game for us.
yeah. It's just getting us. It's week 0 for the college football.
I'm very excited about it, and it is 2 great teams. Like it's not one of those where I'm like it's the defending Super Bowl champ against a. Not that they ever do this, but
It's the champ versus the favorite.
yeah, it's the champ versus the favorite. It could very well be a rematch of what the Super Bowl was supposed to be.
It could be what it is this year.
Yeah, it could. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I'm excited, Ben. You were on the show. You got it.
Okay, we also mentioned our $25 Parlay Plus match. Can't beat that. We'll have the FF Pod Parlay out in a little bit, but make sure you bet $25 and opt in. I mean, you can't beat a free $25 parlay.
Can't beat a free $25 parlay.
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why the hell not?
Why blow up my spot? Because we both got hot.
So the one thing on this game tonight I find extremely interesting is we all talked about yesterday how Buffalo is the unanimous favorite in the NFL. But when you think, hey, Super Bowl champ, Thursday night opening against a really good team, you think the Super Bowl champ would be a 3-point favorite usually at home. That's kind of the standard NFL line for that. The fact that Buffalo is laying 2.5 on the road, I mean, that means if this game was in Buffalo, Buffalo would be favored by 7 or 8 points. Does that surprise y'all if it's in like a pick 'em?
It is.
I wouldn't say 7 or 8.
Marty said yesterday, Buffalo's a very good team. Buffalo, I think, should be power ranked number 1 in the NFL. It feels like we're crowning them a little. Like this line is crowning them. Everybody, we see everybody picking them to win the Super Bowl. Like, hold on, the Rams are also fucking great.
The Rams won the Super Bowl.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Bills would have been in the Super Bowl if they took care of business in the regular season, but they were too busy losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars and other teams and playing down.
Well, they were
the
also
competition.
busy letting the Chiefs score in 13 fucking seconds.
Well, yes, but if that game was in Buffalo, or even better, they were the number 1 seed and didn't have to play the Chiefs, they probably would have made it.
Well,
Sean McDermott
would have had to beat the. I agree with. They still would have had to beat the Bengals.
Yeah, but
I agree with you.
Sean McDermott, I mean, he's done well for himself, but they have a lot to prove, especially in the regular season.
They also have a couple weird question marks on each side. Where Travius White is out for the Bills,
For 4 games, yeah.
but also the Rams, like, they don't have Whitworth anymore. Odell obviously in there, even though they did replace him with Allen Robinson, so I think he's gonna have a good year. It's kind of just an interesting. I don't know. It's an interesting spot.
And you guys talked about it yesterday, them just being picked unanimously by everybody. Like it doesn't work that way.
It's just weird, like how unanimous it seems to be the praise about them, because it went wrong a couple of times for them last year. So why couldn't it go wrong for them? Whose jersey are you wearing?
Looks like Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Panthers.
Couldn't get a Baker Mayfield Panthers jersey yet.
Not yet, but Panthers are my team.
All right, well, I thought he was just a Baker guy.
Oh, well, it's a team sport, Brandon.
But you did check into getting a Baker Panthers jersey, right?
For sure. It just wouldn't have arrived till like
All right.
October.
All right.
Don't worry. I got some more things coming for him. It's a big week.
Big week.
It really is a huge week.
I mean, if they lose to the Browns, you might have to just end the shtick.
Yeah, it's not a shtick
Just be
because
over.
I'm in. I've spent over $300 on Baker Mayfield stuff. And, like, I am so in. Like, I have a parlay plus already for him coming out tomorrow. Like, I'm ready to go. I can't fucking wait till Sunday.
If God forbid, if Baker get hurt in week 2 or something, it would just be it would ruin it.
Let me tell you what's going to happen. He's going to absolutely blow them out of the water, or he is going to have the most miserable game of all time. It's not going to be like a.
I think
game.
there's not a big middle ground. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's the extreme.
And I think it'll be immediate. Like, you can tell if Baker's either going to have the juice and they're going to handle this, or the Browns are just going to.
I got the most realistic.
bump 'em.
The most realistic scenario is the Panthers and him do very, very, very well, and then he just shits the bed the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's kind of what I was thinking as well.
That's fine though. First game, as long as this is my Super Bowl, I'll get to have some excitement. Like, I was 1-1, 1-2, you could still come back, but 0-3, you fucked. But I'm a little scared, honestly, that he's too fired up, like way too fired up.
He needs to rally the troops. I think that's the X factor.
He's right there.
Are the guys going to be behind him? That was good.
Thank
Shout
you.
out troops. But they need to. Is the team going to feel that juice and be like, we want to go win one for this guy?
And
How much of the club? How much of the
I
locker
think-
room did he rally in a short off?
I think in week 1 though, they got their own things. Like, they got their own rallying points, right? Like, this is week 1. You don't have to really get up for it. If this happened in like week 7,
Fair.
maybe.
But the thing is,
Matt Rule kind of has to rally everybody for his job.
that's also true. It's a big year for him.
I don't even know if he can save his job.
He can save it.
I think he
Oh,
could
yeah.
say. I mean, if
He makes the playoffs,
he could save
they'll
it. But
save
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't think he's going to. I think he's coaching Auburn next year. So
There's a weird ass video that came out. I love that Brain cannot concentrate when someone comes in here.
I just can't do it.
You just simply cannot.
I want to go talk to troops. But it's all right.
Greg Newsom, know him?
Uh-huh.
He went out and said like how good of a how Baker Mayfield was a great teammate to him. But then it was like also he went on and on about like how it was just so weird. It was really distracting and it was so weird. Like someone had to go. It was an odd way to explain it.
Yeah.
I could send it to them if we want to watch it. It's very odd.
I don't. I can't imagine wanting to watch that at all.
It's a cool clip because he said how distracting it was, but he's like, but Baker Mayfield was so like.
We got the Rams and the Bills, and we're bogged down on fucking Baker Mayfield.
Panthers football.
Hey, it's
On like the
football.
9th best game of Sunday. We're talking
That's
about
not
that
nice.
one.
That's a big game. People are talking.
Not
about
a
that
big game.
And what's the worst game this week? Jacksonville, Washington,
That's it. It's still interesting a little bit though.
Denver, Seattle. I guess.
Oh, Denver,
Wilson
Seattle's
coming
Wilson
back.
thing.
I'm thinking the talent wise.
Worst is
No. Let's
Saints Falcons.
Oh, shut the hell up. 37.
Game.
hold on.
Honestly,
That's a great
Saints
question.
That's a pretty pick.
Great question.
Dude.
Tell me the best game of the list, and tell me the worst game.
Worst has to be Jaguars.
Let's Ravens, Jets, Browns.
That's pretty bad.
Browns, Panthers. Ravens are
Okay.
fine.
But Flacco playing against the
Oh,
Ravens.
I think I got mine.
Browns, Panthers, Colts, Texans,
Colts Texans is pretty bad.
Jags, Commanders,
Ding, 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 ding.
Patriots, Dolphins, Saints, Falcons, Eagles, Lions. I mean that.
Bears 49ers might
That's
not
a
be good
horrible
either.
game.
Bears, Niners, Steelers, Bengals, Packers, Vikings, Chiefs, Cardinals.
What'd you say it was?
I said Jags Commanders. I think it's bad.
I think the 49ers Bears are an awful.
But the 49ers to me are a Super Bowl contender.
The thing is,
if Lance
bad-
can
There's
play
not.
well.
There's not really a game with two terrible teams.
no,
Giants Titans could end up bad.
Yeah, Titans are fine. Like all the good teams are matched up with bad teams, which doesn't mean the game's good. But
What's your best game?
I think it's either tonight or the Bucs Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah, you can't
top
count
two.
those because they're making
Those
those
primetime games. Yeah.
Raiders Chargers could be a fun one.
yeah,
That's a good-
that's
that's
a
a great
rematch
game.
of the Week
Chargers.
18. Remember the walk-off touchdown?
Hey.
Packers Vikings.
Time out. Maybe I just didn't realize this. We're only getting one Monday night game on the opener.
Oh shit.
I like when we get two Monday night
Double
games.
ticking? I don't know. That's it.
Oh, that first Monday with two Monday night games is fun.
Drag it
Long
out.
night, though.
Well, it's just nice when the first one starts at 7, so you have to wait till 8:30.
Yeah, but
that's
then
always
it's a long
nice.
night after.
It's a long night, but you're watching.
But usually,
You're watching the Chargers well, not anymore, but you're watching them play in the sunlight on a baseball field. That's fucking
I wonder if
fun.
that's the Joe Buck effect.
Have we eliminated all baseball? When's the last time we had a baseball field double as a football field? So, Oakland's gone now, so
so I think it's pretty much
that would
over
be-
now.
it's done. It's over.
Yeah, I think it's wow.
Oakland was the only one for
Oakland was
30
awesome.
years.
I know. Well, not 30 years. San
well,
Diego went into like
Miami
2000s, and Miami.
or
Yeah,
Robbie, yeah.
I almost wish it was still there.
I kind of want a baseball
It's
field.
pretty
too.
close to 30 years.
I don't think so. I mean, the Dolphins and
We are in
the
2022.
Chargers went pretty far with it.
That shit has
Really?
to hurt getting tackled on the infield.
Try getting tackled on the Veterans Stadium turf rather than that.
Yeah, when did they? Is it because the Chargers were in Jack Murphy Stadium with the Padres for a while? I don't know when they built Petco. Their own baseball stadium. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna miss a baseball field. That's all.
Still playing in Madden, probably.
I doubt it. Unless you're.
Yeah, too.
It's not throwback fields.
Well,
on
they
there.
don't do anything good in Madden anymore. So,
Well, I don't like playing you in Madden because you don't play Madden. You don't play football.
yeah, because I beat you.
Yeah, because you onside kick every time, and you.
Oh, I don't
know
onside kick every time.
Yes, you do.
I go
That's
for
not- you
2
don't play
every
football.
time because you cannot stop.
for
my
two every
offense.
time, and you never
And
punt
I
on
use
fourth
the
down. You don't play
clock.
football. You don't
I
play
kneel-
football.
No, I play the definition of
You
football.
don't play
and
football.
I win.
I hate when people don't play football on Madden. It's a football simulation, not a fucking.
You play this Chip Kelly ball washing
Remember
offense where you
when you
go
beat
for
me
a
in
4th and
2K?
18,
when
you
beat me
miss
in-
it.
You beat me in 2K only because my dog died during the third
First of all,
quarter.
it was WNBA 2K, and yes, I do remember.
It died mid-game.
We were playing a WNBA game, and it was a close game. He beats me 83-82. It was a close-ass game. And in the third quarter, I said, "Hold on, I got to call." And it was the vet calling, saying, "There's nothing we can do for Maggie." And I was
Wait,
like,
is this on camera?
"Oh yeah." I don't think
It's a good game.
Marty. I broke down after the game. I broke down, went to Erica's office and cried for like an
I
hour.
remember because I saw you.
I was playing him when it happened,
Oh man, if you started crying on stream,
and then I was
playing WNBA while you're freaking crying.
crying.
Fucking Maggie.
I was struggling, man. I
No
was
wonder the Barstool Sports Twitch didn't survive.
I was struggling bad.
Still couldn't win it for her.
You beat me. That's the only time you beat me in 2K. That's the only time you ever beat me in 2K.
Couldn't win it for Maggie.
And then what sucked was I had one of those 2K moments where I had this wide open layup at the end, and the girl just missed the fucking layup. But I couldn't get too mad because my dog's dying. And I don't. It was rough.
Stuff.
That was
Good time. That was a good video.
That was a good-
reblog that.
That's fucking funny.
All right. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Ben Mintz, you're running the show. I apologize.
Okay, well, getting through it, we talked about the Rams, Bills, looking at some of these other overall. I think we got a great week one. I mean, I think, Brandon, you just brought it up. The fact that we had to dig that hard to find uninteresting matchups, to me, is a huge, huge positive. Do y'all think there's any chance Joe Flacco has got any juice against the Ravens?
I think the Ravens are just too good of a team. No. But yes, I do think Joe Flacco, possible future Hall of Famer.
The
What are you
Ravens.
saying for spread or just win? I think the Jets could cover.
Just in general.
I kind of like them. I kind of
Like
like
the
them plus
Jets?
7, yeah.
Do the Ravens not get enough credit for being one of the best run franchises in sports? Like the Ravens have been pretty good
Yeah.
the last 20 years.
Ozzie Newsome.
They're never not pretty good. They're never not like right there.
And they always, no matter what, I think their defense is good.
Also, aren't they usually great in week 1 though?
Well, it comes off the preseason of them winning like 90 games in a row.
Now that I'm sitting here, I feel like every year they like beat the shit out of somebody week one.
Dude, you don't think that
They beat the Dolphins a couple years.
By like 50 or like
they're
40,
just gonna
something
blow
crazy.
out the Jets?
They could.
I think they're just gonna blow them out.
Yeah.
Is Zach Wilson ready to go?
No.
No, Flacco's starting first three games.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Flacco. Yeah,
They botched.
I almost think they're better off.
Building that Hall of Fame resume.
Flacco.
Yes.
I thought you had him in already.
I would not personally put him in, but it would
Who
be
said
a
that?
conversation.
Who was that?
It was
No, that was a
definitely
conversation
one
we
that
had.
was really passionate about.
I said
Somebody said probably a probable Hall of Famer Flacco. That was you?
I said I bet he gets voted in. I would not vote him in, but I think he would get voted in.
He's not getting voted in.
Okay, well then
Unless he
yell
has
at the
a-
writers, don't yell at
He
me.
doesn't have the numbers.
Unless he has a remarkable second half of his career starting right now, he's not getting in.
What if the Jets go 3-0 with him starting?
I
I think you'd have to keep him in.
Yeah, if he goes, that's a good question. If he goes 3-0, do you bring Zach Wilson back in week 4?
I think you can't.
no, can't.
You beat the Ravens?
Depends on who the
I don't know who the other two games are, but
And it depends on how you beat them too.
that's also true.
Like if you beat them 10-7, then maybe you switch.
Fair.
Let me ask you a couple questions.
Go ahead.
Players wise, that are very hyped up this year.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. Why? And don't answer yet.
I think because they improved the team around him and they went and got him a number one receiver.
Who's hyping him up?
if
I don't
if you
think
look at
anybody-
they really. Like,
I mean,
if
the
you look at
Eagles are
fantasy-
getting a lot of sneaky Super Bowl.
If you look at
The
fantasy,
team,
like,
the team, and he's a fantasy quarterback. Like,
Because he
he's
can
gonna
run.
get you
He's
rushing
he's
yards.
a lot
I
better in
understand.
fantasy than he is in real
But-
life because he can run.
yeah.
Coming from a Philadelphia perspective, nobody's really hyping him up. This is like
I
a
have
do or
heard
die year
a
for him.
lot of people saying like, hey, he's gonna be like Jalen Hurts gonna be good this year.
I hope he is, but
I think if the Eagles had a league average quarterback that wasn't Jalen Hurts, they would be really dangerous this year. The fact that
I
they got
agree.
him.
I just don't think he's a good quarterback.
if they can scheme and game plan to his success and what he's good at, which is on the ground,
They did it last year, right?
did it last year, they will find success. But if Nick Sirianni goes back to the first half of last year when they started 2-5 and against Cowboys only called 3 fucking runs, we're gonna have trouble.
I want to talk about that division real quick. What were you about to say?
Well, I was going to say, are you worried about them trying to throw the ball too much just because you made this big investment in A.J. Brown? You almost feel like you got to throw
Yes.
it to them when they're better off running the ball.
Yes.
yeah,
I just feel like, because I even.
Yeah, but if you're gonna throw it more, it's good that you have an AJ.
Oh, no, 100%.
Yeah, but A.J. Brown ain't
But I
the
don't think that benefits their football team to throw the ball more.
Like if you watch Jalen Hurts throw specifically against the Bucs last year in the playoffs,
that
like
was
there
disgusting.
were many throws where it's just like this guy doesn't have an NFL arm. He just,
Because like even fantasy and the obviously real game are two different things. Like I don't like him kind of for either. Just I think he's a great player, but I just
Great
don't.
guy,
I
great
just
leader.
don't. I just don't know how much they're going to use him. Like they're just not a prolific passing offense.
Would the Commanders be a sneaky team in that division?
I think so.
The Giants are awful.
They're improved.
No,
Cowboys.
We're awful.
No,
last
guys,
year.
the Giants are awful. You've been saying they're awful all year.
They'll be improved.
Well, they're tied for first.
I'm on the table.
now keep in mind improvement going 4-13 to 5.
Guys, they're awful. I'm sorry. It's not a shot at you.
They
They're
have-
bad football.
we could win 7 games.
Do they have they're
In your wildest dreams, you can win 7. That's an awful football team.
That's not my wildest dreams can get crazy.
that receiving core pretty good. Tony, Galladay.
Tony? We're saying Tony already?
Gaudet was one of the
know
worst
ball.
contracts in NFL history.
Tony's a phenomenal player when he's on the field.
You are
on the field is a question.
You are going to need
Ebo, you hear this shit out here?
They're not going to be very good.
They're going to be all. You're going to be wanting to.
I mean, what a scorching take.
You are going to need a little help from Pat Light. Get Daniel Jones over to Green Rock. Get a little too much sippity sip.
do
And
that.
miss the next few weeks.
He only
with
goes
Tyrod
when they
Taylor.
win. He's only been like twice.
We'll go 1-0, beat the Titans, and then
And
let
also,
Tyrod Taylor go.
Saquon-
This would be the kind of game that we would win.
Saquon's about to have a year.
That I actually agree.
How long we been saying that?
No, but this
No,
one
haven't said that in the past.
I don't think we've
Not in
ever
a couple
said
of years
that.
at least.
We said in the first year.
Yeah,
But
that
now he has a lot to prove.
Yeah,
A
I believe
lot.
if he's healthy, he's going to have a really good
The
year.
reason he has a lot to prove is he hasn't proven anything yet.
Exactly.
Well, he's just been
It's
hurt.
time.
It hasn't been like his fault.
What evidence is it he's not going to be hurt again? He's like McCaffrey.
I think the offensive line is a lot better.
And Evan Neal could help.
All right. Well,
I think like Glowinski, I think was a sneaky good pickup for guard. Like, I think
Cowboys
he'd
could
better.
be a little worse than people think they're going to be.
I think they're going to be a lot
Is
worse.
Zeke is everyone like Zeke's old? He's done. Like is that
He's
what
been done
everyone's
for
saying?
years. The
I mean,
Cowboys.
Pollard's been getting
It's
more
committee.
and more.
It's a 1
Pollard
2.
is a good running back.
Pollard's very
better than Ezekiel
Yeah.
by far.
It has been that for like 2 years.
Yeah, it's
maybe
just Jerry
more.
Jones paid Zeke, so they have to play.
You got to use them.
Pollard's good out of the backfield catching the ball too.
He's great.
They're legit. They're 1-2.
Their line is banged.
Yeah, it's not nearly as
time.
good as it's
That's
been
not
the
great.
last few years.
Not great.
I think Doc's gonna have a
And
big
they're-
numbers year.
Yeah, and their defense, I mean, Diggs, he had a lot of picks last year. People
Tons
are
of
trying to figure
yards.
him out. Like
He let up 1,000 yards.
Parsons, though, might
You're
win
two of
defensive
Micah
player of the
Parsons,
year.
yeah.
He's phenomenal.
I like CD.
Phenomenal.
I love CD.
CD's great too.
I hate the Cowboys.
They have some individual, like really, really great players.
I have a thought on that Bucs Cowboys. So that's Sunday night, Brandon. You mentioned the best game of the week. Bucs are 2.5. I really like the under in this game. Last year it was 31-29. They played the Thursday night opening game. Everybody remembers it being a shootout. Tampa's got OL problems out the ass right now. Ryan Jensen, their all-pro center's out for the year. Ali Marpet retired. Alex Capps, their other good guard, signed with the Bengals, and they got other guys out. Tyron Smith out for the Cowboys. Cowboys receiving corps got attrition. I think under 50.5. I think that game's going to be a little ugly.
My only issue with that, and I don't think that's a bad play. I think that's a good way to look at this game. If you got OL problems to that extent, it could lead to points for the other team.
That's true, too.
I like the Cowboys in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it could. Like you're talking about sack fumbles. You're talking about that opens the door for danger. Is all I'm saying.
I just trust Brady not to totally just unravel in that
And
sense.
you
Brady's life is unraveling, so
That-
you got
That's
two.
a serious thing we have to talk about. I'm not even kidding. I'm really.
What is
not.
going on with him?
That's a
was
serious
the full
distraction.
story.
No.
Essentially, I think she's furious that he went back and played.
Oh.
I think she's really upset.
And
About it.
everyone knows
They're not living together. She took the kids to Miami.
that's a problem.
I think that's a big problem.
And that's
I think Cowboys are going to win the game.
think the quote in Jerry's blog today was Giselle has threatened to walk out multiple times before, but has cooled down, and she hasn't cooled down yet. First of all,
Yep.
anybody walking out on Tom Brady, like she can, good for her.
I'm Brady's.
I was going to say if you can play, even though Giselle's going to walk out from you, you're a stronger man than I am.
I mean, it's funny
Brady's
because
not the greatest guy.
we all made the jokes, but he couldn't handle being with his kids for like 2 weeks. It's just a fact. He literally went home for 2 weeks and said, "I can't stand this." Just being a normal
I
Joe.
don't think he said he can't stand this. I think he misses it.
Well, no,
You're still performing at basically
No, that's-
MVP
It's
level
also-
and
there's also,
walking
like,
away.
he's a great
like,
quarterback still.
I could stay at home and not get $20 million, or I can go back to Florida and get $20 million.
Well, for him, I think it's morely about what Smitty said. He still can play it. at a
if he
very
was
high
Joe
level.
Flacco right now,
Yes.
possible future Hall of Famer,
I'd be like, "What are you doing, guy?"
yeah.
But wait, doesn't he have like a bag waiting for him as a announcer?
He said $400 million it was.
Yeah. So
I forgot about that
It's
bag.
like he could just sit home and then only work one day for get 400.
But-
I think
also has to be like a little bit of depression setting in that, I'm going to be an announcer the rest of my life.
exactly.
No,
But
I
you
think
said that
realistically-
he's on. Like you have to think about it. You're on a team that has a Super Bowl at like they have a team that can go to the Super Bowl and you can still play. Why the fuck wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I agree
like,
with that.
That's what it
imagine,
is.
Brandon Walker. Imagine if you could dunk in high school, just sitting out your senior year.
I had a guy. Were you here when Mario was here?
Yeah.
I had
Smitty
a
was-
Oh,
Smitty
yeah.
wasn't
Yeah,
there.
no, I was here.
I had a high school friend
you
here.
were here, that's
I
right.
told you that I could
Yeah,
dunk.
he lived in Lower Marion.
Yeah, I told you. He told you that I could dunk.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see the footage.
So we're saying that there's.
You lost to Trista Crick in basketball.
I was helping her launch a show.
I
Smitty.
won.
Yeah,
Just
Marty
so you know,
beat her.
I won.
He doesn't care about other people. You've seen that.
I just want to go back real quick. That there's disarray in the Bucks. You're saying, and there's
The
someone else
O-line
that-
concern is very
No
low.
line concern. And then Brady missed a couple
That's
weeks
for
of
real.
camp, too.
So there's someone that can just pop up into the first place in that division.
Yeah, the New Orleans Saints.
The Carolina Panthers.
I'll tell you what. I hope you avoid the Falcons this year because they might be my team to kind
Are
of.
the Falcons money line?
Yeah, Marcus Mariota, I think, might have a little bit left in the tank.
Have you laid out the entire
Pitts is
card?
really good.
Not yet.
I'm gonna bet so
I was
many
trying to
dog-
get through it.
I'm dog crazy.
His dad's my Amtrak conductor.
Before you do that?
Kyle Pitts' is dad.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's fantastic. Good stuff.
Ask him.
good union job.
Ask him. Hey, you like this?
No, I have.
He's from Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Philly guy, Kyle Pitts.
Huh.
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Speaking of foaling is the hottest sport taking the country by storm right now. It is a combination of football and bowling. You can see it at playfoaling.com. Use code Barstool20 for 20% off a foaling set and free shipping at playfoaling.com. It's a game that started back about 20 years ago at the Indy 500. Dudes were just in the tailgate area, just having fun, drinking beers. So, hey, what about – they tried bowling. They brought bowling out there, but the ball – you couldn't stop the ball. There was no backstop. So, this isn't going to work. We're going to kill somebody. So what are we going to do? Somebody got a football, throw it at the bowling pins. Bam, a new game is born. PlayFolding.com. You can get a folding set there at PlayFolding.com. Use code Barstool20 for 20% off and free shipping on your own folding set that you can have at your tailgates this fall.
Brandon, I want to see what y'all think. Let's talk about the Steelers-Bengals matchup. Bengals have covered 8 games in a row going back to the playoffs. That was the stat we discussed yesterday on the show.
Yep.
Bengals are 6.5. Division game week 1. Remember the Steelers last year won that ugly-ass game in Buffalo 20-10. They had that block punt after they looked terrible first half. I can't figure this one out, to be honest. I'm just curious, does anybody have any strong opinions on this game?
The Bengals are in this spot, right? Like the Bengals are coming off the incredible. Not only just getting to the Super Bowl, they almost won the damn thing. They have everything in their going in their direction. It just feels like if they're gonna shit the bed, they're gonna do it against a team like the Steelers.
You know who doesn't shit the bed?
Who?
Joe Burrow. He just keeps on surpassing
Fair enough.
everything that you think he can't do. And unless he gets hurt again, they're going to be a force.
That's like the most sexy pick to be bad.
Yeah, the Bengals.
I don't really see why.
Yeah, but the numbers bear it out. The Super Bowl loser doesn't.
It's tough.
The numbers show that they don't usually come back strong.
I don't think they're going to be like dog shit.
Yeah.
People are saying like they're not. I think they're still going to make the playoff. I don't think they're going to.
I think they're going to be great.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, they're so young. They shouldn't have been in the Super Bowl last year.
Also, I want to say one more thing. You said Burrow doesn't get flapped and all that, and that's right. That's true.
Ohio State.
I don't think they got. They didn't get to the Super Bowl just because of Joe Burrow. Like, he was there. They got to the Super Bowl because that defense turned it the fuck up.
Yeah.
The defense was killing people, getting after Patrick Mahomes' ass. Burrow was the quarterback on that team, but I don't think they went to Kansas City and won because of Joe Burrow.
No.
They won because of that defense.
Second half. And then the Titans game forced 3 turnovers from Tampa.
Yeah, so as long as that's – and they revamped their offensive line in the offseason, I think –
I mean, Chase.
Everything on paper says they're going to be good.
Chase was arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL last year. Like, you can make a case for him.
Well,
You got him, and you got T. Higgins.
Higgins is disgusting.
You couldn't do that. You couldn't make a case for Chase being the best receiver in the league.
Yeah.
You
guys disrespect Cooper Kupp. I'm not going to have you disrespect Cooper Kupp.
Again, I'm not saying that. Cooper Kupp was the best, but if you were to put top 5 receivers last year, Chase is one of them.
I would agree with that.
100%.
The game he had against KC was the best effort, one game. The game in the regular season, we had 266 and 3 TDs.
That is making an argument for him.
But Kupp's so steady, though. You can't. I mean, Kupp's
Cup's minus 180 to score a touchdown.
Also, Kupp's not to take a shot at you. Kupp's not steady. Kupp's like explosively steady. Like,
he's 100 yards every game.
Yeah, he led the league in catches, yards, touchdown, everything you lead the league in. He led the league in. Like,
that's what happens when you get a good quarterback there.
It certainly took him to another level. Yeah,
Matt Stafford, he deserves more credit than he ever has.
That's why everybody's on Allen Robinson this year because he gets that OBJ spot.
You want to talk about a certified Hall of Famer, Matt Stafford.
Now locked.
I think he's locked in.
Yeah, now he's got it.
Even before the Super Bowl, I think
it was just finally nice to see him get a chance and not be on the dog shit line.
I hate to ask a question like this, but when you say Hall of Fame, do we litigate Matt Ryan? Is Matt Ryan a Hall of Famer right now?
I don't think he is.
I think he's right there.
He's in it.
His numbers are
I think he'll get in.
He's gonna be
He does have longevity.
He's going to be top 10 in every physical category and MVP.
Matt Ryan's in it.
If he would have won that
Colts, a
Super
bunch
Bowl,
of
if
Pro
he'd have won that
Bowls.
Super Bowl, he would.
He can lock in with a couple strong years with the Colts.
Yeah.
He has 2 strong years with the Colts. I think.
I would agree.
I don't think his years statistically are going to be strong, but if they make the playoffs,
He's got the stats already. Go get you a couple of AFC Championship games or something. If he can get that, maybe even get to the Super Bowl. God, I don't know if he could do that, but whatever. It's all out there for him.
All right, next game to discuss. I just can't get that image of what Green Bay played like in Jacksonville last year in Week 1 against the Saints. They lost 38-3. I like the Vikings.
Well, do me a favor.
Sure.
When you bring up a game, make sure you say
The line.
the line and the total.
Fair enough. All right, Green Bay, Minnesota. Minnesota 1.5-point home underdog, over under 47 on the Barstool Sports book. I am looking at Minnesota plus 1.5. New era starting. Minnesota's always tough at home. They won this game at home last year.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
What he just said about Joe Burrow is accurate here. All right, Devontae Adams is gone. All right, they're on the road. This is a phenomenal chance to just bet on Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers alone.
You know what I think about this game? I think it's a tremendous live bet game for Green Bay. I think Minnesota's going to come out strong.
Let them fall behind 7-0, 10-0, something like that.
Something like that, maybe even more. Like watching Eddie's Behind the Blog, like where Aaron Rodgers went down to the Bears a couple years back with Khalil Mack, like 20-0.5. Aaron Rodgers going to come back and winning.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings could very well come out to a 14-0 lead, hammer a little Packers, +7, +10. Great live bet opportunity.
Now, that defense for the Packers was very good last year.
Should be very good again.
Is that thing ready to go again?
It's very ready to go. I'm all in on the Packers, and he's going to make fucking Lazard a great.
Yeah, this is the chance. Like, he just won 2 MVPs. If he has the same year without, he's going to win the damn thing again.
Watch out for Romeo Dobbs. Is my guy. Carson Strong's guy.
Who did he play at?
Nevada.
Yeah.
Rodgers is raved about. He's been great in
Doobs. It's spelled like Doobs, right?
Yeah, it's Doubs.
Doobies.
Is Randall Cobb still on the team?
Yes, he is.
Randall Cobb is the Udonis Haslam of
But he actually kind of like
He
plays.
plays a little bit, yeah.
Bring back Donald Driver. Greg Jennings.
Haslam did sign again though, right?
Did you see it? He announced it.
Yeah,
he had like
signed.
an announcement. He was like, yeah, so I'm going to sign with the Heat again. Like, what the fuck else you going to sign? He's just an assistant coach in a jersey.
He's literally a player coach.
He's the most fascinating guy in sports right now.
Legend.
The fact that he's just on their bench, getting in fights, talking to, doing all this
A
stuff.
really good basketball team too.
A really good
like
team.
And think that he's been in the league so long that his league minimum is like a couple million.
Oh yeah.
He's making
He's
money.
not making like $500,000 or $600,000. He's making like $2-3 million.
Making
at
great
least, I think.
money.
He got in the league 14 years ago.
I'm gonna look up his contract for his career contract.
He's awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna say his money he's made. So I'm gonna say Udonis Haslam's made $60 million so far in his career.
So Udonis Haslam, the last 3 years on the Heat, has played 17 games. He is 2 of 7 from 3. He has a total of 48 points.
He had 2 threes.
It's awesome.
That's better than I would have thought.
You know who's made an outrageous amount of money? Harrison Barnes.
Oh yeah.
Don't
He signed on this year for $2.9 million.
Yeah. So a
He
quick
is-
$3 million to not do
So
it.
if he collects all of that for this season, his total will be just over $71 million in his career.
That's so
He
much.
peaked at $7 million in 2009, 2010.
Good year.
But he's been making 5 to a minimum of 2.3 from
Do you think when
2005 to now.
you think when LeBron left, that Haslam just kind of hid in the locker room to make sure nobody noticed he's still there for a
Yeah.
couple of years, and then he just came out the other side like,
Well-
oh, still here, guys.
How many points did he
Yeah,
have
what
last
Juwan
year?
Howard did.
How many points?
Last year, he scored 32 points, actually.
We should do an over-under for Haslam this year.
Well, you know what's crazy?
35 points.
I put it like 16.5 this year.
He has more personal fouls than made field goals over that time. He has 21
I'd be
personal
shocked
fouls.
if he
Bless
didn't.
him.
That's great.
God bless him.
When he gets in there, he knows what he's in there to do. He ain't in there to chuck it up.
What a
Well, him taking 7 threes is wild.
he should be.
You put him on the Mount Rushmore of Florida athletes
No, but
up there.
but you know what? I think he'd be the guy that actually chisels the Florida athletes. Like that's how integral
Even he
is
went to Florida.
Yeah.
As fathers,
Played for the Gators.
As fathers, you two, you should be preaching. Like, don't look at LeBron. Don't look at Michael Jordan.
Udonis
Look at
Haslam.
Udonis
Get
Haslam.
on the team.
Show
Get
Tommy
on
Walker.
the team and make $70 million to sit
Show him
there.
some Udonis Haslam.
That's what it takes. That's the best job in the world.
Got a little dad thing. I never do this, but today was the first day of school, and I'm still homeschooling a couple. Tommy's still homeschooling, but I'm sending the oldest girl and then my middle boy. They're going to school. My kid was up at 5:30 this morning, and when I got up, he was fully dressed, wearing shoes, hair brushed, ready to go.
He loves school.
Love school.
That's amazing.
I hated school. I fucking hated school.
Yeah.
I missed my senior year of high school. I missed 47 days of school.
But also,
That's
I love Justin Long.
Justin Long.
I love that guy. Great actor.
yeah.
the
One of those guys who just seems like a nice guy in general.
Yeah.
first day of school, though, is like you get to see who's in your class.
Yeah.
You get to see all that stuff. That is a nice time. I always meant your daughter is the best walker.
Why?
She seems the coolest one.
The whitest of walkers.
Yeah, she's she does it. She's good. She does all right. Also, one more thing about going back to school, I always like eating school lunch again.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the best.
Wednesday.
People hate on school lunch, but
Lunch was great.
when you get a good lunch at school, not every day is good, but when you get a good school lunch, that shit was good.
Wednesday was my best day. and
that?
it was chicken nuggets.
My best day was Super Chili Day, and I always got chili. I love Super Chili Day.
I'm gonna tell you something though. Last night I made dino nuggets, and it was like it's the best nugget out there.
You want to know
so
something
good.
about being a young father or a father
you're not
of
young.
Correct. A father of a young kid.
Yeah.
Is you clean up on the chicken nuggets, the mac and cheese.
Mhm.
It is like eating like you never ate before.
So sad
and
that
it is wonderful.
I literally had that. I made mac and
Smitty,
cheese and dino
I
nuggets.
got
last
3
night.
boys. Their favorite meal is a 10-piece chicken nuggets from Wendy's. I don't even have to order myself anything. I just go. I know from Tommy I'm getting about 3 or 4. From the middle one, I'm not getting any. And from the youngest one, I'm getting 8.
Oh, that's
So
12 piece.
but the middle one, the 10-year-old's eating every bit of it.
That's a risky endeavor, though. All of a sudden, it goes to 6, and you're feeling left out.
We'll figure it out. We can always evolve.
That's
We can
true.
always evolve. All right, Ben Mintz, I'm sorry. So,
Oh, you're good. Next game to talk about, the line movement on this one is fascinating to me, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs going to the desert to play Arizona. This line was KC by 2.5 3 weeks ago. Now 5.5. I've seen it as high as 6. Over/under 53.5. Why did this line move this much?
Kansas City ain't making the playoffs. That's why.
So do you like Arizona catching points?
I do. I like them a lot.
I'm curious, why would this line move this much, though? I mean, what's happened to Arizona to change it?
Andy Reid effect.
Stop. He's not a bad coach. Stop
Not a
acting
bad
like he's a
coach,
bad
but this
coach.
is-
Every time you
I
wanna
never
say shit
said
about-
Andy Reid's a
No,
bad
but you
coach.
always pull
but
up
this
Andy-
is a
Andy Reid's a
prototypical
phenomenal coach.
Andy
You can't bring up
Reid
Andy Reid as
let
like a
down year.
downfall.
Andy Reid's a phenomenal
Andy Reid
coach.
is a positive for your football team.
Today,
The best time of your
This
life
year.
as an Eagles fan was because of Andy fucking Reid.
I disagree.
Well, you won a Super Bowl, but the best extended time,
Yeah,
the best
that's
extended
true.
I'm
time.
not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing, but I've also saw the peaks and valleys of his career, and this is a prototypical Andy Reid
but
down
you didn't
year.
get to see the true peaks.
What do you mean a prototypical
Yeah,
Andy
I
Reid
did.
down
He went
year?
to 4 straight
I'm
championships
saying he won a Super Bowl without.
because he had.
What do you mean a prototypical Andy Reid down year? He hasn't had a down year at Kansas City yet.
I'm saying things, Tyree.
He has not had a down year.
The defense was down last year, then caught fire.
He
towards
still has the
end.
best quarterback in the
Throwing
league.
shit against the wall, wide receivers. The quarterback is what is going to be able to keep him in it.
I think you're over saying throwing shit against the wall. They picked up Juju Smith. They drafted Sky Moore. I think is going to be very good. They still have Kelsey, obviously. Like I think receiver. Obviously, they don't have a Tyreek Hill, but Moore is very fast. I don't know if he can be Tyreek Hill, but I think he can be like a
Chiefs slander
80% version.
It's only from him with this Andy Reid.
Oh,
shit.
there's a lot of people that are also down on Chiefs.
I love Andy Reid.
You don't.
I do. I'm being
Yeah, I don't
realistic.
think
I
In
watched
2
him
years, are you gonna tell me how much you love Doc Rivers?
up until I found out what Doc Rivers was. Yes, I love Doc Rivers, and then I know what he is. And this year, it's not.
Well, you don't
it's
like
not gonna be
Montrezl
pretty.
Harrell?
They're investing all in on Doc Rivers essentially.
That's what you're supposed to do.
No, that's a whole different story. I sat most of my adolescent puberic years all the
That's
way
not
into
a word.
all the way into adulthood. 12 plus years of Andy Reid. I know his coaching inside and out, and I'm just saying, prepare for a down year.
Guy's been in the playoffs like every year for the last 20 fucking years.
That's Andy Reid.
Ebo.
Quick Andy Reid stat. Since he became the head coach of the Chiefs, their win total over is 8-1. They only missed by half a game last year.
Congrats.
And that was with the highest win total in the league.
Correct.
Congrats.
So you're down on him because of Andy Reid, even though Andy Reid is objectively, in a Belichick-free world, maybe the best coach in football.
Best regular season coach of all time, I would say.
I don't.
I mean,
I'm really
the only true.
I'm
gonna talk serious. The only true downfall
I've been talking serious.
that you can have on Andy Reid is some of his clock timeout management at the end of games. Other than that, I mean, he's a phenomenal coach.
I mean, look at that.
One of the top 5 coach of the last
You saw
30 years.
you saw the exact moment of the turnaround, and that was the goal to go with 10 seconds left, whatever, last year, where they tried to run.
All right, he
that
made a mistake.
Sweep.
I said that's the only knock.
Bullshit.
Like those situations, he's been shaky.
Okay, let's get away from Andy Reid. Okay, rapid fire. Okay, rapid fire.
Go.
I'm going to run through the lines, and you give me your gut. Everybody give me your gut, okay?
Okay.
I'm running.
Run.
Shut up. We'll talk about the Bills and Rams in a minute. That's the game tonight. Ravens are -7 against the Jets. The total's 44.5.
Ravens.
Ravens.
Under.
Jets.
Explain the under. I like that.
I think Flacco's going to struggle. I think the Jets are going to come out fired up at home, and they're going to fight hard in their home opener, and it's going to be like Ravens 24-10.
Like it. Browns plus 1.5 at the Panthers. Over and under is 42.
Panthers.
Panthers and under.
I lean Panthers too.
Yep.
Guys,
You do.
the Browns are a pretty good football team.
Kobe Brissett is not.
Baker Mayfield ain't either. The Panthers are a bad team around a mediocre quarterback. The Browns are a good team around a mediocre quarterback. Don't just say I think it's Browns.
I will sit this one out because
You have one guy in Carolina's locker room. This game is very important too. But I bet you got 52 guys in Cleveland's locker room. Is like, all right,
no.
Ain't losing to Baker.
I just told you.
that guy.
Teammate.
You think there's not 40 or 50 guys in that locker room? Like,
I don't
we're going to
think
bust this guy's ass.
As serious as people think. I think it's more the higher ups.
I just think the fact that you all are I'm not.
Yeah, I don't
I'm not
think,
making fun
I don't
of you
think
guys.
Baker did really anything to his teammates.
I'm not making fun of you guys, but I just told you a bad team in the Panthers, and all of you said Panthers.
I don't think it's a
Well, the
bad
play's not
team,
locked in
though.
yet.
It is a bad team.
And also,
It's been a bad team.
You have Brissett, but you don't really have anybody he's throwing to. If you stop the run, you're going to be able to stop him for the most part.
The Panthers' offense is good.
The Browns' defense is good.
On paper,
too.
they're good. When they got them together, and I guess in game one they'll have them together. But
We'll see.
We'll see.
McCaffrey and DJ Moore are very
also,
good.
Panthers have been starting hot the last few years. They've had a bunch of good, and then they fall.
They went 3-0 with
apart.
Darnold.
and then they fall.
Sam
completely
Darnold.
And
off
if you're trusting in Vegas, that's a Panthers line through and through.
Why is that a Panthers line? Because the Browns are
Because they stink and they're favored.
It went down to 1.5 now.
That's not great.
Don't like that. But it also, I don't think it started
It
at.
might end up betting the Browns.
all I'm saying is
I don't know.
To me, it feels like a Browns line. It doesn't feel like a Panthers line. All right, Colts -7 at the Texans. Over under is 46. I don't like a lot of these big lines, these touchdown lines, but I like this one.
I want to go dog crazy this week. I think I'm going to take so many underdogs.
I kind of like the Texans.
Don't you have to hold your nose to take the Texans?
Oh, absolutely.
Can I? There's. Let me say one thing real quick. Ebo, I'm pretty sure I saw some guy on TikTok. I am literally saying I'm stealing this. He's saying anytime an NFL spread is +9, -9, the under is like 60-something%.
Yeah, I saw the same thing. I'm not sure what the exact record is, but you do have a winning record, I believe.
Like a very, very, very good record.
So a line is at least 9 or more?
9
or just 9?
I think 9 or more.
Yeah, basically like a double-digit spread.
What was it spread the unders? Okay, all right.
Okay, interesting.
So it's a good little tidbit.
What'd you say on the Colts-Texans? Colts are -7 against the Texans.
I mean, I don't trust Lovie Smith for anything. I don't like that coaching hire for Houston.
That's a
I'd
game
lean,
I
I'm probably staying away, but I'd lean Colts, man.
I mean, Colts are going to be angry.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are +2.5 at the Washington Commanders.
I think-
the total is 44.
I think this line is ridiculous, and it was 4, and now it's 2.5. I mean, yeah, Jacksonville's going to get better, but damn, how do they only catch a 2.5?
I think that's a Jags line.
That's a Jags line all day.
Big time.
And I also
Big time
think this
Jags
is a
line.
season game for both teams. Like, whoever wins this game is going to do better than everybody thought. Whoever loses this game is going to do worse.
I'm leaning Washington, even though I get what you're saying.
I think the Jags can lose it and be okay, but based on, all they got to do is build this year. But you're right.
I'm saying if the Jags win it,
It does open everything
they're
up.
going to be
Yeah.
very.
It looks like a Jags line to me. Dolphins -3.5 against the Patriots at home. Total is 46.
Under.
I like the under too. The problem is with me, like I want to take the Patriots, but I'm a believer in they're not going to be that good
I
this
think
year.
the Dolphins are going to smack them. I don't think the Patriots.
New England's history in Miami is horrible. They
Yeah.
play crappy down there. I smell a rat on Miami this year. I just smell something.
Think they're overhyped?
Yeah, well, a lot of weird stuff happened with that end of that Flores era, and now everybody's like talking themselves into Tua. And I think if Tyreek doesn't do well early, he's going to be unhappy, and there could be some locker room stuff. I don't know. I think the Miami hype's a lot right now.
Tyreek going to work in Miami?
The only thing I will say is they used Waddle pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They did do a good job with that. So for their sake, I'm hopeful that they can.
Tyreek's a little different player, though. You got to air it out for him.
Yeah, but they also
You can get him in the.
You also-
motions.
No, you can give him emotion,
also
but you also
have-
have to air it out for
you
him.
have Waddle. You have Waddle that can take that underneath stuff and let Tyreek take the top off the defense too.
I just don't believe in Tua.
But here's the thing. I know Tua, whatever, in the pros, he's been checked down Charlie. He's been all this. In Alabama, when he had elite receivers, he could throw the ball down the field.
You know, he could
Throw a deep ball.
Yeah.
I'm not high on the Dolphins either, but I'm also I think Tua gets a little bit too much disrespect.
I mean, I'm not high.
He kind of wins games.
I'm a Dolphins
When he
fan.
plays.
I'm not high on him either.
Let's be
so.
honest. You gotta don't like. He's a lefty. The lefty thing really
it doesn't help.
It doesn't help
doesn't
your
help.
look
I
on
agree.
him. Like I know it sounds stupid, but like him being a lefty just doesn't look good.
The Saints are at the Atlanta Falcons -5.5. 42.5 is the total.
Falcons money line.
Money line.
Falcons money
Fucking
line.
spread.
I'm not even kidding. Like I it's not even.
We gonna have it out with the Saints Panthers this year, Marty. But
Yeah, we are.
you know,
All right. You're a Saints fan. What's the all right?
I
So
wouldn't lay 5.5. I think the Saints are gonna win. It's but these rivalry games are tough.
Jameis Winston. Still no receivers if Olave's not good, right?
I mean, I like Jarvis Landry. I think he's gonna have a bounce back year. I think they hadn't said if Mike Thomas is going or not yet.
I just assume he's always not going.
Yeah, I could. You know what? I would like to argue that, but I can't.
Oh, how about the defense?
Defense could be damn good.
Defensive coordinator's now your head coach, right?
Yeah, defense is going to be awesome. I feel really good about that. I don't like the CD Deuce trade, and then now Marcus May just got arrested. But I think getting Honey Badger and Demario Davis and Cam Jordan and Davenport, defense could be fine.
That was the most casual. Well, he got arrested.
It's just
The firearm, not good.
Bad? Yeah, it's bad.
the Eagles are -4 on the road at the Lions. The total is 48.5, the highest total we've had thus far. Not the highest total of the weekend, but the highest total we've had thus far. Eagles are at the Lions.
Realistically, this
Okay, so that's a Lions.
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 I said the other day I love the Lions.
No, it's a scary game. The Lions weren't that bad last year until the Eagles went in and absolutely fucking Bobby stomped them. This year,
Bobby stomp.
it was a huge Bobby stomping. This
47-6.
year, if they can do what they did the second half of last year, establish a run game, they're gonna blow them out. It's going to be over a 10-point game. But if they come out like they did in the preseason, the first half of last year, where Nick Sirianni's calling 3 run plays, then it's going to be an issue. It's going to be a big issue.
That guy's gonna be good on the. I can't say St. Brown.
Monroe St. Brown.
Yeah.
Eagles defense, a lot better. I like the under, to be honest with you, a lot. But
What was he? USC.
it could be another live bet game.
Yeah.
If you see the Eagles come out, specifically in the first quarter, and start going pass happy, it's a Lions game. But if they come out running the ball and just driving it down the throat, live bet Eagles.
The Steelers +6.5 on the road at the Cincinnati Bengals, 44.5. I have this weird feeling that the Bengals are about to win this game 38-7.
I kind of
Yeah, I do
not
too.
that. I was gonna say Bengals. I'm just a believer. I'm not buying we talked about before. I'm not buying everybody saying they're gonna decline a little bit.
Do you think
I think they're gonna be better in the regular
Do
season.
you think Mitchie Poo is going to be able to be a hero here on the road?
I don't think the Steelers
keep it
are gonna be
close.
Very good.
I don't think they're great around him. Like, this isn't a typical Steelers team. Defense is fine, but I just
Who's
Their
there?
O-line is
Who's there?
trash.
Chase Claypool and George Pickens.
Still got Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson.
Pickens will be good eventually, though, and I don't know if it'll start here, but
I just
he's gonna
don't-
be good.
I understand why they're starting Mitch. I understand it because they don't want to just ruin Pickett, but you can't be that excited about Mitch being a quarterback.
The 49ers -7 at the Chicago Bears. The total is 40, the lowest total we've seen so far.
It's gonna be disgusting.
Might be a 4-0 win for the Niners.
What do y'all think's going to happen with Trey Lance this game?
I'm a Trey Lance non-believer.
Do you think the Chicago Bears fans are the least excited about their team of any franchise in football right now? And I kind of don't. I don't know if I count the Texans or the Jags because those are tiny fan bases anyway.
Seattle.
Yeah, you have Fields. You have a new coach.
Yeah, I think the Bears fans just seem like all they want to see is Fields get a little better this year.
Well, they did nothing to help him. I think they all see that and they're rational, and that's the biggest concern.
I also hate their coach's name.
He was running for his life, and then they did nothing to help the O-line, really. At least I was talking to Chief. He said they think the O-line's going to be a little bit better. I know, like Tevin Jenkins, I think, is sliding in. They got some guys, but I mean, I don't know. The receivers are just awful.
They also hired the Colts defensive coordinator. You would have thought you'd have hired someone to bring Fields along more.
Rapid fire. Let's go a little quicker. Packers -1.5 at the Vikings, over under 47.
Vikings.
Eileen Packers.
Vikings.
Chiefs -5.5 at the Cardinals, 53.5.
Cardinals.
The Raiders at the Chargers. Raiders +3.5, over under 52.
Raiders whale play and over.
Whale play.
Yep.
Whale, hammer,
Not
lock.
literally whale.
I'm sorry.
Big.
What's that spread?
Bigger than
Raiders plus 3.5 against the Chargers.
multiple units.
I like that.
I like the
that
Raiders
hook,
there
too.
too.
I'm on the other side. I think the Chargers have had this game circled since Week 18 with what happened that losing in OT. I think the Chargers will come out.
Good
make a
point.
statement.
Giants plus 5.5 against the Titans. 43.5.
This is a weird game where the Giants, I feel like, are going to come out. They're going to come out and like play well early.
Getting the Titans at only minus 5.5 against the Giants at home seems like a trap.
Tennessee.
I'm
Oh,
telling you,
God,
this is
it
a game where I don't know if they're going to. The Giants are going to be in this game. Like first half, they're going to be either like winning or down like 1 point.
Yeah.
I'm like a
They're gonna be-
mouse
they're
and
gonna
I've
be
turned
right
the
there.
corner and there's a giant piece of cheese sitting in Nashville and I just want to go eat it.
Yep.
And I'm going to get
And
my
then
next
all
snap.
the Giants will be the right side the whole time, and then they'll lose by like 7.
Tennessee's notorious for not covering games. Like they suck when they're a big favorite. They're a good underdog. I mean, in our sports book, I want to bet Tennessee wins by 3 specifically. I think they're going to win like 23-20.
Bucks minus 2.5 at the Cowboys. 51. I like the Cowboys to win the football
Yeah,
game.
Cowboys.
Bucks.
I hate that game. It's
I'm on.
That's your Sunday night game.
I know.
I'm on that under. I'm got even hotter take, but Bucks lose in Dallas and at New Orleans first 2 weeks. They start 0-2.
People walking by here with food. We're not going to get any.
Who are you jerking off?
The Saints, obviously.
Oh.
Saints Blowfest.
And Monday night, the Broncos minus 6.5 at the Seahawks. 44.
I'm holding my nose and taking Seattle.
Why?
I kind of want to too.
Why?
Public's 90% Denver. I just Seattle. You know how fired up their crowd's going to be against.
Sometimes the public's right.
No, but I mean, you
That's
know,
true, but
Yeah, you
Seattle's
gotta be a
crowd
square
Monday
sometimes.
night.
no, that's true. You got to pick your spots. You got to pick your spots.
Seattle's going to
when
be
not.
so bad.
Bro, he's
Well,
so.
I think I like under more than Seattle.
if any coach,
I genuinely like that Gino's starting over Locke.
I
Maybe
do
I'm
too.
crazy. I think
No.
he's better than. I think he's better than.
It's
Drew Lock.
always said when your coach has to say we have 2 QB1s, we have problems. That's a problem. You should lie. You shouldn't lie. You should be like we're fucked.
because we got 2 QB zeros.
Yeah, we have
one of
two-
them's got to be QB1.
we have a QB3 and one that should be cut.
What's Russell Wilson MVP odds? This year?
I
don't think that's
I think
a
he's
bad
one of
play.
the top like 6, 7.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's like what is it, maybe 12 or something like that to 1 in that ballpark. 14 maybe 13.
All right. That was good NFL talk. College. By
excited.
the way, we'll talk college tomorrow. I won't. You will.
Russell Wilson, 14 to 1 win MVP.
14-1. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was the first one I said yesterday. So college football, big time weekend as well. We'll get to picks right now. I still love BYU, and I still love
There's a couple games I've.
somebody sent me one that I looked at. Miami, Southern Miss over like 54 or something, 51.5. I think it's going to fly over, so I'm giving you that one right now. Anyway, let's get to picks. I think I went 0-3 yesterday. I think Big Ev also had another good day. Did you have a good
No,
day?
I went like 1 and 2.
Never mind. Smitty can start us off because he's going to have a ridiculous card.
Not too ridiculous. We got the Pride of Poland, the Warrior of Warsaw,
Hold on. Before you say
Zurich,
that,
Euro, Iga Swanek.
there's not an N in that word.
What?
There's not an N in that word. You just said Swanek.
Iga.
You said
He
Iga.
is the Polish
You said
Thunderbird.
Look at the name. Look
The
at the
Warrior of Warsaw.
TV. Look at the TV.
Your Furic Euro.
Turn around and look at the TV.
Iga.
You
Swatek.
Swatek. Thank you. You said
Minus
Swa-
2.5. Also a parlay with her and the Cardinals money line. I love that.
You're the only person in America. Only person in
Cardinals.
America
When
with
the Cardinals come
have a
back?
Switek Cardinals parlay.
And it's a
one-on-one
moneymaker, baby, responsibly. And also parlay plus for tonight. We're keeping it simple, baby. Stafford over 1.5 TDs, Allen over 1.5 TDs, plus 138. Like, come on. Plus the over. I'm rooting for points tonight.
Oh, God.
I don't know who's going to.
Smitty, I fucking love that bet.
Good bet.
So, the two quarterbacks both over 1.5 TDs?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Plus 138?
Yes. I'm not going to add them to my card. I don't like to do that, but I will bet it personally.
That's a parlay plus, baby, on Barstool Sports.
Let's go.
I got the Yankees tonight. I mean, if they can play the Twins every night, I'd love that. I got the Rams plus 2.
Your fucking shitty-ass shortstop hitting grand slams against the Twins?
Ever since we moved to third base, he's great. Allen Robinson first touchdown. Stephon Diggs first touchdown. Stephon Diggs like 900.
I always forget that you do that. You would take one for both teams. I was like, they both can't hit, Marty.
You always got to put both.
Uh,
I can't control the coin toss.
what's your name? Big F.
I've been. I think I just got swayed. I know I said I was in the Bills all week. It's just very square. Going with the Rams at home. I'm taking the over as well. I think both are going to score. And I like Josh Allen to punch one in plus 133.
I built a parlay plus after I got here, so I'm gonna have to give you my parlay plus. But I have these: Allen Robinson anytime TD tonight. Allen Robinson over 66.5. I think he's gonna get the Odell spot. Cam Akers still. I don't think he's. They're gonna be careful with him. I think under 60.5 rushing yards. Rams money line. Also, my parlay was I sent it to Jack McCarthy, so I got to go find. Allen Robinson anytime TD, Cam Akers under, and then Rams money lines parlayed together. And I haven't got the juice back on that. Ben Mintz.
All right, I got the Rams plus 2.5 in the under, and then the Thursday night fantasy football factory plus parlay. It's plus 450. Stafford over 1.5 touchdown passes. Cooper Kupp over 91.5 receiving yards, and we actually went Cam Akers over 12.5 carries. I think McVay's going to try to feed him.
Oh, that sucks. That goes directly against what I said.
You guys got a fireball effort pick of the week?
We sure do have a fireball effort pick of the week, and it is Smitty's Switek Cardinals parlay.
Damn right.
Anytime you can bet Iga Switek and the Cardinals, you have to do it. It's plus 104. Plus money for Switek and the Cards. That's the fireball effort pick of the day. Responsibly.
Polish Thunderbird, baby.
Swinek.
Warrior of
We
Warsaw.
never talked. I don't know. Maybe y'all did before I got here. That tennis match that lasted like 3 a.m.
Crazy. 5.5 hours.
I woke up.
Wow.
I woke.
How about the Nate Dogg and Fights bitchrama on Twitter?
I'm on Nate's side with this.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I
They
didn't
both
see that.
they had game time tickets. Fights had the tickets on his phone. They got there. Fights immediately went to the bathroom, and Nate said, "No, can we get to our seats and then you go to the bathroom?" And Fights like slowed him up. Yeah. So if the one guy has the tickets and you can't get to your seats, do you all go to your seats and then he goes to the bathroom, or does he go to the bathroom and you wait on him?
It's situational. If it's before the game and you can go grab a beer, you wait. But if the action's already started
You
and
get
you
to
want
your
to get there,
seats.
get to the seats.
That's so tough.
I would agree with that. What Smitty
But
said.
also, they're all idiots because Fights, all you had to do was just transfer the tickets to their
Yeah.
phones.
Yep.
Very easy to do on the Game Time app.
And just no reason plug. Just Chicks in the Office are on MTV tonight.
That's right. They're on.
Wow, that's awesome.
They're on MTV.
Sick.
Yeah,
Pretty cool for Jersey Shore.
that's pretty awesome. Do you know one of the chicks in the office?
I was a company man. Just love Chicks in the Office.
God save the Queen.